Today we're going to be talking about solving one-step equations, and we're going to solve 4 different ways. The first way is by adding. So, let's say, for example, we have c minus 22 equals 54. You know you need to get c by itself. That's always our goal. Okay, so how we do that is we're going to add. Why are we adding? Because that's the inverse operation of subtracting 22. So we're going to instead add 22. And what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. That was just bad. I'm so sorry. So when we add down, a negative 22 and a positive 22 should cancel out, so that on this side we are left with c. Then we go ahead and add. 4 and 2 is 6, 5 and 2 is 7, so c is equal to 76. How can we check our work? Well, we plug that back in for c into our original equation, and we say 76 minus 22. If I subtract, I should get 54, which is what I wanted to begin with. So that works out. Our second way to solve is by subtracting. So let's say we have c plus 22 equal to 79. Well, we know from the last problem that the inverse of addition is subtraction. So here I'm going to subtract 22. And what I do to one side, I do to the other. A positive 22 and a negative 22 should cancel out, so that on this side we are left with c. When I subtract down, 9 minus 2 is 7, 7 minus 2 is 5, so c equals 57. Again, I should probably check my work. Make sure that 57 plus 22 is equal to what I want. When I add those together, 2 and 7 is 9, 5 and 2 is 7, 79 is equal to 79. What property is that? Our third method, we're just going through the operations, is multiplication. Okay, so if I have an equation like 3x is equal to 27, again, I'm going to do hold on. That's not really a multiplication problem. Let me try a different one. Hold on. Let's say x over 3 is 9, and I'm going to do the inverse operation, which is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. That works better. These 3's, this is kind of like 3 over 1, so they should cancel so that I'm left with x. 9 times 3 is 27. Again, when I go to check my work, I want to make sure that 27 divided by 3 is equal to 9. And in fact, it is. Our last one is division. So this is where we have 3x equal to 27. Sorry, I goofed earlier. We know that the inverse of multiplication, which is the operation going on here, we know that that inverse is division, so we divide both sides by 3. These 3's should cancel, so that I'm left with x. 27 divided by 3 is 9. If I plug that back in to check, 3 times 9 is 27. That's what I want, so we are good to go.